So Dave Chappelle did a surprise show over the weekend, which he does quite a bit, actually. And what comedy club store owner isn't going to say, yeah, for sure, I'll make a time for you right now? Because, I mean, it's Dave Chappelle. He's probably the number one comedian out there right now. Who's bigger than Dave Chappelle at this moment? I mean, he's huge at the moment because he says what's on his mind, and he talks about controversial taboo subjects that a lot of people are just unwilling to touch, to be honest. And he's had a lot of people come after him, and his response to that is a giant middle finger, which I appreciate because a lot of people will bend the knee almost immediately when weirdos attack them. But he's got a lot of people talking about his show because, well, he spoke some truth during the show when he attacked the city that he was doing comedy in. He says, what the F happened to this place? Dave Chappelle slams San Francisco as half Glee, half zombie movie at surprise gig as he recalls homeless person defecating outside Indian restaurant he was about to eat in. Because, I mean, that will surely keep your appetite, won't it? This is a problem in not just San Francisco, but many other cities. Most of them ran by far leftists or people that are going out of their way to please the far leftist vote. This is the problem with the Democratic Party is they're so held captive by these fringe super woke people. They're also the loudest members of the party too, by the way. And whatever they say goes, whether you like it or not. Because I don't think everybody that's more left-leaning agrees with a lot of this stuff. It really is a very loud group of people, but the problem is they control it, and the people that lean that way don't do anything about it. They just sit there and sit with their thumb up their butt. That's about all they are willing to do to try to stop these radicals that have taken over their party. And you see the results of it right there in San Francisco and a lot of places in California. So he comes out and talks about it in his show, and it's got some people upset. And I just laugh and say, why? Because he's telling the truth. So the details of this show are that when he was there, a lot of people were starting to ask him questions, and he engaged with the audience and answered them. And he told the restaurant poop story, which I think is pretty funny, actually. And in one quote, he said, "You need Batman." So he talks about how when he was young, he did a lot of shows there and spent a lot of time in San Francisco comedy clubs. And he asked, what the hell happened to this place? And then he told a story about eating at an Indian restaurant just a few days earlier, only to have someone defecate in front of the restaurant as he was walking in, saying San Francisco has become half Glee, half zombie movie. And then he remarked that the city needs a N-word Batman. He wasn't aware of the incident of a homeless person being sprayed with a hose in front of their business, and he was asked what he thought about it, and then he quickly pivoted to saying that he remembered watching the video on YouTube 100 times and then laughed and then slapped the mic against his thigh. I think that's kind of funny. But yeah, San Francisco, a long time ago, I've never been to California, but I used to want to visit and see the state and some of the cities, but you would have to pay me to go there now. I have zero desire to visit any city in California because of all of this crazy shit going on. And it's not just California, New York City, Portland, a lot of these big areas that are famous, I have no desire to ever visit them because of all the crazy shit going on. Look at what's going on in New York. If you stand up to someone that's attacking people and try to do something about it, like a good Samaritan, you might get charged with manslaughter or some other kind of charge because you were trying to do the right thing. And it's just wild to me what's going on in these cities. Why would anybody want to live there? You can't defend yourself. You can't defend anybody else. You got massive homeless problems, crime problems. Like, I'm thankful I don't live in one of these places. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.